Okay, what's up guys? Callum here, and I know you clicked on this video so you could see how the powerlifting meet went for me, right? So that video will show in just a second, but I have some things I wanted to talk about. One being the actual meet, I competed this past weekend, and then another thing being my performance of nationals last year, and going forward from that into nationals this year, which is what this video is going to begin prepping for, what that meet is prepping for. So the meet didn't go as planned. So basically, I weighed in at 128, which is extremely light, and I'll talk about that in the video. But the video was supposed to be a really good meet, conservative. We were going for like 1141 total if I felt good, but if I felt good, that would have been a conservative total. I totaled below 1100 today. So that is obviously nowhere near what I planned on doing. So, the lifts aren't going to be too, impressive. They were good. I hit a competition personal best on squat and bench, but I still didn't hit what I planned on, missing both of my third attempts. But deadlift, by the time deadlift came around, my back felt so fried, I could barely lift 365. Then I managed to lift 405, and I got my opener, but I did not get my second or third attempt, with weight that would normally not even be my second attempt. My second attempt, I was originally planning on doing 2.5 kilos more, and I went for weight 2.5 kilos less, and missed it twice. So, that explains, kind of why I have to talk about that, why the total was a lot lower. Obviously being, if I'd gotten that second attempt, my total would have been quite a bit over 1100. If I got the deadlift I planned on, my total would have been like around 1124 that day, so it still would have been good. It just wouldn't have been the 1140 I wanted, but that's the thing. Things like that happen. The meet started around 5 o'clock, and I was already changed into my clothes at before 8. I left the venue before even 9, and I was after awards. So, yeah, it obviously didn't go as planned. The meet was extremely rushed, I guess because the morning session took a lot longer than they expected. They rushed hours. So I went up for squat. I kind of rushed my squat because there wasn't very much room to warm up for it. Did my squats, and then when I got to bench, it was right after I squatted. I had to start warming up. I finished just in time to be ready for my first attempt on bench. Got it. Second attempt felt good, and I missed my third attempt. I don't know if it was because my back cramped up or if it was just a little too heavy that day. I was really surprised that I missed it. I did not expect to miss it because I almost took 2.5 kilos heavier based on my second attempt, but I didn't. So then, as soon as I got on benching, I had to warm up for deadlifts. When I finished my final warm-up of deadlift for 405, which felt horrible by the way, I was in the hole for my opener and deadlift already. So that was definitely not good. So really that goes, that's as much as I can say about the meet. But now what I want to talk about is, so I'm around 6 weeks out from nationals right now. And this year is obviously looking like a competitive year, and if I'm going to win, that'd be awesome. But it's going to be a really tough competition, and I'm going to need a 9 out of 9 day, and the others to not have a 9 out of 9 day for me to win. So my expectation going into this meet isn't exactly to win. It's just to do my best. If I take home the gold, that's good. And if I don't, that's okay. It's just about having fun and enjoying what I do, enjoying lifting, because that's why I started lifting. But the main goal was to qualify for the Arnold. This year they bumped the qualification total up to 450 Wilks, which is a very strong total. In fact, it would be 1146. 2.5 kilos what we planned for this meet, also about 30 kilos more than I totaled this past meet. So if I'm going to do that, if I'm going to end up going to nationals, qualifying for the Arnold, it's going to need a 9 out of 9 day. I have Bill McCarthy, the Team USA coach, he's just one of them, handling me for the meet, and he's aware of my goal of that, so he'll be helping me hit that goal. But, yeah, so really that's the main thing, is going into that. But I wanted to mainly talk about this because of last year. So last year I placed second place against another lifter in my class, and he was just about a year older than me. So he's not in this class anymore. He's not even in USAPL anymore. So I placed second, and he got to compete at Worlds. At Worlds, he ended up missing weight by about a kilo heavier, so about 2 pounds over his weight he could have been, and did not get to compete. I was bummed about that because I just weighed 133 this morning. I ate 5,000 calories just 2 days ago. See, I can make weight pretty easily. So it was kind of a bummer, but I was like, that's just what happens. He was a better lifter though, so he deserved to go despite not being able to make weight months later. That's what happens when you're such a lightweight like us. But here's the problem. I thought his progress was a little weird too, but I just didn't really want to be like, oh, you're on steroids. So he got out of meat tested just before Worlds happened, and his meat results came back, or his drug test results came back, and he was positive for anastrozole and trenibol plus epi, and a test ratio of 41:1. And I believe the ratio you can have for the USAPL, the limit is 4:1. So I don't really know if that. I don't know if that means he's 10 times the test ratio he's supposed to be. I don't understand it all. But basically, anastrozole, I looked it up, and I think it's. I know a lot of people it has to do with breast cancer, prevents breast cancer, but apparently it also supports lean muscle mass and maintaining weight. Epitren is obviously good for lean muscle mass, and everyone knows what trenibol is. It's a big steroid, So he was banned for steroids, and he is now also going up into the USPA and competing in the weight class above. So because of that, I don't know if that crowns me as USAPL champion 2016. I don't really care at that point. I mean, I believe when he beat me, he was natural, so it doesn't really matter. But so he is not in competition this year, so hopefully we can really, use that as some motivation to think that the guy that did beat me and had to go to Worlds had to get a boost for Worlds, and I would have went into Worlds just clean. It really shows a lot that I felt still compared to him in strength even when he was on the gear. It makes me really feel good about myself and really motivates me to keep going so that I can, hopefully crush it at Nationals this year. But anyways, I've talked for a really long time now, and I'm going to play the video. I'm going to begin with myself talking at the meet or before the meet, and then I'm going to include a little edit of warm-ups and then the actual raw footage. So yeah, enjoy. Alright, so we're here in Fort Worth. It's been pretty crazy because of the hurricane. And so I already did my equipment check, I already did my rack heights, and I weighed myself. I'm good on the weight. Weigh-ins are tomorrow, and I compete at 2. I weigh in at 12 though, and so this meet's for some money, so I might have to I may be able to give it a run, get some money from this meet. We'll see how tomorrow goes. But basically everything's set. We are in a hotel now, me and my girlfriend. So we're about to just go into a hotel room. I'm gonna have a protein shake for my dinner, and then no meals until tomorrow when I weigh in. Should weigh in pretty light, and I'm feeling really good. So let's see what we can pull off. Alright, so I am headed to bed now. I had just a little small sandwich as my dinner instead, and I'm doing good on body weight. I don't think it's going to be an issue, but yeah, I'm about to go to bed, and I'm going to wake up pretty early so I can watch some of the lifters in the morning. I have my bag all ready, so really now it's just time to have some sleep, be rested, and be ready for tomorrow. Alright, weigh-ins just happened. I weighed in right when they started. I weighed in at 128.0, aka 58.1 kilos. And I compete in a 59 kilogram class, which is 130, so that's 2 pounds under, which means I'm going to have a good Wilks score probably. But we're going to get some Chick-fil-A now, and then I'm going to relax, get ready for the meet.
Fucked and drank all night, acted all alright, had no need to fight tonight. Fucked and drank all night, acted all alright, had no need to fight tonight. Pass me